In the previous video, we created our first interior render in Blender. The results were very promising, especially the way it handled daylight rendering without the need for artificial lights. However, we did notice some dark spots along the baseboards of the kitchen cabinets. Thankfully, the amazing Sweet Home 3D provides us with a complete home layout for free. But just like in real life, homes often need a few touch-ups or minor fixes. First, select the kitchen camera in the outliner. Then, go to the View menu under the Cameras section and choose Set Active Object as Camera. Next, switch the Viewport Shading mode to Wireframe. Wireframe mode in Blender displays 3D models using only edges and vertices, without any surfaces or textures. This is useful for examining topology, editing geometry, diagnosing mesh issues, and working efficiently with complex models. Now, click the down arrow in the Viewport Overlays section. In the panel that appears, enable Statistics. You'll now see information about the object's topology directly in the viewport. Finally, click on the house object to view its specific topology data, including the number of vertices, edges, and faces. We start with approximately 392,000 faces in the scene. Our goal is to reduce this number, since even flat surfaces like the floor are made up of multiple unnecessary faces, at least 5 in this case. First, switch to Material Preview mode to see the materials clearly. Make sure the house object is selected, and switch the Interaction mode to Edit mode. Then, set the Selection mode to Face Select. From the Select menu, choose All, or simply press the A key to select all faces. Before moving on, take a moment to observe the fridge and notice how many edges it has. Next, go to the viewport, press the X key, and in the pop-up menu choose Limited Dissolve. This action significantly decreases the face count from 392,000 down to around 80,000 faces. However, this simplification can be too aggressive. In some areas, such as the floor, holes appear where we can now see the grass beneath. To fine-tune this, look at the panel in the bottom left corner. Set the angle limit to 5 degrees and make sure the materials option is checked. You'll notice that the floor, which previously had at least 3 faces, is now made up of just one clean face. The Limited Dissolve function in Blender reduces geometry by dissolving edges and faces, where the angle between adjacent faces is less than the specified threshold, in this case, 5 degrees, while preserving material boundaries. This helps maintain the visual integrity of the model, reduces the polygon count, and keeps distinct material regions intact. It's an effective way to optimize a mesh without losing material assignments. After applying Limited Dissolve with these settings, the face count stays at around 80,000, and the floor is now a single face. However, observe the fridge. The number of edges has been drastically reduced, resulting in a noticeable loss of detail. If preserving detail is important, especially for complex objects like the fridge, you can reduce the maximum angle. For example, by setting the angle to 1 degree, the edge count on the fridge increases, restoring more detail, but the overall face count also increases significantly, reaching approximately 149,000 faces. Limited Dissolve helps streamline your mesh by removing unnecessary geometry while keeping the shape intact, boosting both performance and ease of editing. Thanks for watching, and be sure to catch the next video.